Because I don't think it's fair, and I talked to Weezy about this. I don't think it's fair for anyone that you date in the future to be trauma dumped because of your insecurities. And you're like, you saying I'm gonna never trust anyone. The person you're with, it's not fair to them to deal with how you're gonna show up now in the relationship because of your insecurities.
100%.
If I do have these insecurities and you're interested with me, you will have to kind of deal with those things I'm dealing with.
I just told Weezy this on a Patreon episode. I don't think it's fair for you to say a person just got to deal with my trauma.
You don't have to deal with it. But if you fuck with me,
you just said that.
Welcome to This Needs to Be Studied with your host, Billy the Bad Guy.
I'm your delusional best friend here to study everything.
Where we talk about sex, relationships, and dating.
And we ball like TNT. Watch these hoes all pick a side.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Class is now in.
Welcome to the Need to Be Studied podcast. It's your boy, Billy the Bad Guy, Billy the Goat, Billy the Kid, Bills. And I'm excited today because I have the pod mother, the fairy pod mother.
Legend.
The legend. My biggest inspiration, my big sister in my head. That's when my delusion come in. Oh, we have Wolf too. But we'll get back to the section.
We in the process of greatness.
You have no idea. You inspired me so much to make me want to throw away my old podcast and start a new one. You taught me so much about podcasting, sucking dick, relationships.
Okay, all right.
And you know the motherfucking voice. The queen, Mandii B, a.k.a. that bitch, a.k.a. Cactus Stallion. It's your girl, Mandii B, or not.
Hello. No, it's your girl or not. It's your girl or not. But I retired that with the other podcast. I retired as well. So,
retiring podcast.
You know, I'm out here retiring, start a new one.
Yes, Mandii B is in the building. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be on here and chat with y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wolf was a pleasant surprise.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, I'm good.
Thank
Shit
you.
is I, you know
Listen,
what I
as
mean?
we met a couple of times, and I was on the stage with you in Atlanta. I did Whoreible
For the Black Effect Festival,
And I'm still nervous every time I see you.
I told you he was.
That's crazy.
I told you he was nervous.
Don't be.
You're really up there to me. I really not study, but you need to be studied. But you inspire me in so many ways. I told you earlier, as far as coming up with an outline. When I started this podcast and shit, I didn't know what I was doing.
I mean, I think that's the thing. A lot of people just want to get on a mic and start talking. I know Wolf sees it all. They just go there and think that people want to hear them. To me, segmenting and organization and stuff is just important because you always have callbacks. We could sit here and probably talk for 30 minutes and then you don't know where to take the conversation. Something to always be able to fall back on is always great to have. So,
well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And stop telling people my business, telling how I'm nervous. I'm supposed to come in here like I'm not.
I think that's the only reason why I'm here. I'm just emotional support right
Literally.
now. Which I would gladly be. I would gladly be emotional support.
I thought it would be great for you to come here because I love when you start talking about relationships because I recently just went through a breakup. You recently went through a breakup. I'm not going to But
I appreciate
he's navigating love.
But I think I love the conversation of relationships, and I think we all have different perspectives. And I thought it was necessary. But for our icebreaker,
I'm in a whole new one now. So
congratulations.
Thank you. With a couple.
Oh,
unicorn. I'm in a whole throuple, not unicorn. I'm in a throuple.
Mandii. So our icebreaker for this show is called the pop quiz. Right?
Okay, let's do it.
And as a Bravo extraordinaire, I know when I watched Bravo, I was like, what does Mandii think about this episode?
Talk to me.
Where is your favorite franchise?
Oh, right now, you know what's crazy? Salt Lake City beat Potomac for me. I did love Potomac. Atlanta, I don't know what the hell they've been doing.
I'm scared.
But I would say Salt Lake City, actually.
All right, confession, I never watched Salt Lake City.
Oh my God, you missing out.
Am I missing out?
You are missing out.
So I just started watching Jersey 3 years ago.
Okay.
And Jersey has actually got my attention right now.
Jersey is not, and I really don't like the white franchises. So I'm surprised I like Salt Lake City. And then also Beverly Hills is great.
Beverly Hills. I told you watch Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills is good.
Yes.
Name them. Name them. I love something.
Yes.
But yeah, so that would be, so right now it's probably actually, damn, I hate white franchises. Salt Lake, Beverly Hills, then Potomac.
So if you used to join a franchise, which one would it be?
Ooh. Only because, and y'all can hate me. Yes, I like the Green-Eyed Bandits. I would join Potomac because I do like Giselle and Robin. Even though I don't think Robin's on it anymore. I don't think she's on the next season. But I do also love Karen. So
I love
and
Karen.
I ain't gonna hold you. Oh wait, I don't think Candace is on it either. But I would make her cry. I'm not a fan of Candace. But yeah, probably Potomac.
Giselle is messy as hell, and as my Virgo sister, she pisses me off. But I understand the messiness behind it, but she's just, but
she clocks in.
Yeah.
The same way we do for the podcast space, the same way people clock in for their jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
You got to clock in and you got a job, you got a check to
and
make.
that's why Robin don't have another check.
And that's why, because Robin, you wasn't giving us what we wanted, girl.
Because she should have clocked into the T with her husband and
we
rolled
won.
that storyline.
Listen, that's a couple right there that I would have joined. Like I took Robin and Juan to the strip club in Atlanta after one of the Black Effect things. Yeah. And to my surprise, they said like, Juan was like, yeah, Robin hasn't been to a strip club before. So we went to Cheetah and I'm like, we got to get a bitch to dance on her. And she was like,
that's why he was looking stuck.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But no, I think that they're a beautiful couple. I just know, when you meet someone in high school, things change over time. And,
okay. My next question is, I know you don't want neither one. Kids or marriage?
Neither.
You gotta pick one.
Okay, if I gotta pick between, can a dog be like a kid?
No.
But there's dog moms. No. Like, do you know when people break up, they gotta
so no.
Well, no, a dog. No, I could leave that nigga for 4 days. He good. To me, a dog is like a kid. And like when people break up in relationships, who's taking the dog? Like that's a real thing.
That's a real thing.
If I had to choose though, since a dog can't count,
pick a marriage.
I would probably pick a marriage, but like one of them marriages that ain't on paper.
But you don't want a little baby Mandii?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Do you know? I'm the friend that will find a flight deal and be like, hey, join me in South Africa in 2 days. You know what I mean? Like I like to just be able to do what I want. I love and I understand if you Google it, it's not the best word and how it's defined, but I kind of like being selfish. So I don't want children. I want to be able to like to me, all of my businesses are my babies, and they require attention and care and all those things. But a baby, like a human being,
I definitely agree with you because I think God gave me the best birth control, which is a booty hole, and however. I do have a dog. But
no, the best birth control is the fact that you don't have an ovary, my guy. You can't make it. Because I got a booty hole too, just so you know. That's funny.
I have a dog, but she's watching my dog right now because I'm moving. My grandmother can't have dogs in the house because she's Muslim. I sound like...
Wait,
what's that about?
Yeah, Muslims can't have dogs?
Inside the house. They have to be outside the house. Because they believe dogs are jinns, and jinns are considered...
What?
Yep. That's why I say I'm half Muslim, half Christian. Because when I'm around my mother's side, I be saying Assalamu alaikum, I be saying the prayers and everything.
Keep giving me reasons why I ain't never gonna date a Muslim. That's fine.
But then, no, they lost me when they said I can't eat pork. Because of bacon, egg, and cheese, that's a kind of...
Wait, so did you become a Muslim later in life?
No, I was born a Muslim because my mother's
family. Then how do you know what pork tastes like at all?
Because everybody was in school getting a bacon, egg, and cheese, and I wanted to be down. But pork is not... Bacon's not really pork. Bacon's a condiment.
You know what?
Yeah. You got ketchup, mayo,
That's not what we're
bacon.
doing. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. That's not. That is crazy. Condiments are free. Bacon normally comes with a charge.
But now if you get a bacon cheeseburger, it's already on it.
I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you.
But yeah, so I do enjoy while she's watching my dog for almost 8 months. I do enjoy just getting up and go. Yeah. Before I used to be like, can somebody watch my dog? So that's what made me realize about kids, like, I'm extremely selfish right now, and I'm loving this selfish life.
Enjoy that shit, for real.
And because then even if you want to get up and go, you got to find a babysitter, and that's expensive.
Yep.
So they cost money.
Yep, dogs cost money. Fucking
I
grooming
used to
my dog.
say I'd rather pay for shoes than Pampers.
And that's a word.
That's kind of...
That's a word. Yeah. We got 2 more.
Okay.
What was your least favorite episode of Whoreible Decisions
this year?
Yeah.
I don't know when this is going to release. It ain't come out yet.
Oh, shit.
The dating coach.
The guy.
That was
your least favorite?
I I was just.
I recorded this session, y'all, so this is interesting to me.
Yeah. I think it releases. No, I think it releases next week or the week after.
Is it because he got a little spicy?
He got a little spicy, but also like when it comes to the conversations around dating, and dating coaches, I just feel like to generalize things is
never good.
It's never good because also it depends on the person. It depends on their upbringing. It depends on their environment. It depends on their religion. There's so many different factors. And I didn't like that he only gives dating advice to women and he's a gay man. I don't think that a gay man should be giving women advice on dating heterosexual men.
Is this the guy that be on Instagram?
On TikTok telling black women that if it ain't working, go date a white man. And like, to me, he like pushes the agenda, or maybe it's clickbait, but pushes the agenda for black women to date outside of their race. As if black men don't have the capacity to show up for black women. Like, you know what I mean? So to me, just, there were a lot of things that, you know, I feel like I couldn't really get off because he was going off his script. But yeah, that was probably my least one recording. Now where the audience may enjoy it. I wasn't a fan.
I thought it was good. I agree with her perspective on it, though, and I'm glad you saying it because if I was to say it as a man, I think they would cancel me. They'd pack me up.
Why would you get canceled? Oh, because they would think you a homophobe?
Yeah.
They can't. You sitting here with Billy.
This is my man. You know, we done traveled together.
But you know what? We laugh about it because we went to LA together and Atlanta together, and then people be like, they ask him like,
now niggas done said some slick shit for sure. Niggas
like,
definitely said some slick shit.
Just because you're friends with a gay guy.
Just because I'm friends with him.
Of course.
And I don't have any gay friends. Most of my male friends are straight niggas, and I prefer it like that.
Why?
But
why is that a preference for you?
I think they're messy.
When I used to like work in the clubs, the gay nights, y'all be rich. I feel like all gay men are rich. They be having money. They be tipping well. Like I feel like.
But those are the good ones. So I realized like
not the good ones.
Those are the good ones. Those are my men. But like as a manager, if I never get along with the gay employees because they be like, they used to hit me with the you think you all that because you have a podcast or you think you all that because
that's crazy.
Remember that? I got one boy quit on me because he told me that Miss Mariah Carey's better than Beyonce. And also I played the
who the fuck said
All
that?
I Want for Christmas when she sounded horrible on the speaker all day long on repeat to let him know that she cannot sing live, and he quit.
And he quit.
Why did you do that?
Because you're not going to troll Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter.
Yeah,
that is, you know what's crazy? You just said they're messy and petty. That's you. So you just don't want to be around people like you. So you, okay, heard you. You can't handle yourself. Okay.
All right, well.
Another thing, though, Billy is not as flamboyant as a lot of homosexual men either.
You know what's crazy, though? A lot of them are not flamboyant like that. Yeah. Like, I love my gay homeboys. You've been around.
I love your gay homeboy too.
I know. Listen, Dustin, Asante, Vinny. Like, I don't think they're all flamboyant.
They're not all flamboyant.
So, like, I don't think most of them are. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get canceled yet.
Yeah. You see, you got to take control of this shit.
All right, last one. Icebreaker before we get into the rest of the show. What was the last horrible decision you've made?
Oh, I mean, like I kind of mentioned, I'm dating a couple now. So we had a really good night after, like, we went to the pier, like had a whole little date on the beach and on the Jersey Shore. And then, like, we get back to the house and she actually bought us matching outfits. So we put on matching fishnet outfits. That's like hard. The one size fits all. She wore the black, I wore the white.
That's hard.
And then we, all had a great evening together.
It's like a dream come true.
How did you find them? Like, how did this happen? Wow.
So I joined the dating app because my co-host Weezy met a couple, and I was like, oh, they're actually good looking. She went on a date and ended up almost having another foursome, but I don't think they're into swinging. So I end up going on there, and I'm like, let me see what's on here. And I meet this couple, and they're fucking gorgeous. And I'm like, well, I can't be this lucky. They weren't looking for a unicorn. They're looking for a girlfriend. So they want someone that's consistent, that joins them in their relationship. And before we all got together, they required results. I said, say less. Let me head on over to Planned Parenthood. Let me get my updated test results for you. And we all shared results, which was great. And then we all had it was fun.
You smiling from ear to ear.
Listen.
Oh my god.
That's my couple. So we all go together now.
So you say that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend now.
No. So that's my girlfriend. And then that's my couple. I'm not calling him my boyfriend because I let them know I still would like to have my own boyfriend.
Okay, yes.
So it's me essentially getting into a poly dynamic.
All right.
So whoever I date gotta, accept that I'm dating this couple. And I'm gonna show you them.
Would your boyfriend receive the benefits of the couple too?
No, that's them.
Oh, go. Oh.
Hello.
Hi, couples.
Hello. No, I don't think he's interested in bringing a man into their relationship.
Gotcha.
So
that
no,
makes sense.
It wouldn't. No.
I know I wouldn't.
That's awesome.
So that makes sense.
But yeah, so that was my last horrible decision.
Ooh, I like
That's
that.
That's gonna continue.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to include Wolf now. Thank you for being here as my support.
Emotional support.
Emotional support, Wolf.
So we're going to go to our relationship topic. It's called chemistry class. And the first topic is dating contracts. And this is a new trend that I've been seeing. And as somebody that I run everything like corporate, I give niggas documentations on my phone. Like if you don't communicate, that's a first warning.
Go ahead, keep going.
And then I had to tell Nailtech Babe the other day, this is your final documentation. I'm going to have to terminate you for ignoring my text messages. Yeah. So, but I love the idea because I like to see things written down for my sake.
Okay.
Like an actual contract that we making.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what it is. So what is a dating contract? A dating contract is a written agreement between two people in a romantic relationship that outlines the expectations, boundaries, and responsibilities of both parties. Unlike legal contracts, dating contracts are not enforceable by law, but are instead used as a mutual understanding to foster trust, clarity, and respect. Dating contracts work because they promote transparency, mutual respect, and shared responsibilities. In the world of ghosting, mixed signals, and lack of commitment are all too common. A dating contract offers a solution that fosters stability and predictability in relationships. Now, I want to know...
Cap.
Are you for it or against it?
Against it.
Against it?
I wish a nigga would come with me with a goddamn Word doc.
I'm with it.
You with it?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Clap your hands if you like it. Clap your hands if you like that.
Thank you. Nobody clapped their hands. I'm
with it. I like the concept of it.
Do you?
Yeah.
At this big age, I am against wasting my time.
You know what this does to me though?
What?
To me, it's putting things in words again and leaving you from actually communicating. To me, boundaries, expectations, those things are something that you should literally be in conversation about.
Right.
I don't think you could just bullet point those things and put it on a doc and think, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I think what it's doing is leaning more heavily into written communication, which is what we do with text messaging all the fucking time. And I don't know, the fact that it's not enforceable by law,
right?
It's what is we doing?
Yeah. You think it could be good for certain couples? Like maybe not all people, but it could be good for some? Maybe?
I mean, I'm never going to, clearly it got to be working for somebody because it exists.
Like you put it on the refrigerator, just remember the steps. You remember what you're supposed to be doing. Put it on the refrigerator, pass
Kids
it every
don't
day.
remember their chores when they're on the refrigerator. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan of that. I think I don't know. It takes away it makes it a little bit more impersonal. Okay. Kind of like you be making a relationship like a work, like a job, where you're giving people tallies. And to me, even...
That's kind of what they are, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing, too. To me, you're giving people ultimatums. So knowing that I have these...
I'm with that, too.
You know what I mean? I'm not with ultimatums. To me, if I got to give you an ultimatum, nigga, you're not that interested. If he's not responding to your text messages and you're requiring that, and now you've had to reiterate that this is what you need, this is a person that's just not showing up how you need.
It's kind of like an ultimatum, though, a little bit.
No. A boundary is something you put on yourself, and how how you will, like, you're not putting that on someone else and their behavior. A boundary is to protect yourself. So you can't really tell someone how to show up based on your boundaries. It's how you receive whatever their behaviors to be. So your boundary could be cheating.
Right.
You're not telling this person, oh, if you cheat, I'm going to leave you. The boundary is, I'm going to walk away if you do this.
Cheat, yeah.
Like, you're not telling this person, you know what I mean? You're not, does that make sense?
No, it does, 100% sense.
For me, I think it works because in my 20s, I dealt with the same toxic relationships over and over again. So for me,
because you're not right now?
Huh?
I was going to let him curb.
It stopped?
I'm working on changing because I know some of the things that I like to do. And I like to do sound crazy. I know some of the things I've done in the past are not okay.
Like, give examples, please.
Like going through the phone or setting up,
don't do
or
that.
Slightly manipulating you.
What is slight
That's
manipulation?
crazy, bro. Said slight manipulate.
What is
As
slight
if any version of manipulate is okay.
Like slight manipulation is kind of, all right. So one time, I don't like my nigga going to the Pride Parade. What you want to be around so many gay people for? You feel me? I don't trust you.
That's interesting.
You feel me? But that was my insecurities. So I had to slightly manipulate by saying, hey, let's go on a trip because I'm so stressed. Now, it's manipulation to me, but not to him.
No, you're manipulating. Yeah, you are.
But that's slightly. Because people do it.
I get it. You paying for the whole trip?
Always did. I'm tired of dealing with broke niggas.
Okay. Now that's your fault.
Yeah, it was me.
It's kind of all your fault, but I follow what you're saying, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Hello?
You need to work. You being insecure about a gay man being around people is crazy.
Get the gay people, because I was all right. I dealt almost niggas ain't shit regardless, but I've dealt with people cheating in every single relationship to where it means, like, to me, I look at myself
every single relationship.
Yeah, Quan cheated.
Jesus, bro.
So everyone cheated on you.
Everyone cheated.
I think that has more to say about you somewhere in that.
Yeah.
But knowing me in the relationship, I'm too nice. I was too nice. I'm gonna give you my all, and I was not
if you was
getting.
That's not why they
manipulating.
cheated, though. They didn't cheat because you was too nice, though.
You see, it's giving no accountability.
You know what I mean? It's like
it's giving maybe some therapy is needed. You got cheated on every time because you were too nice.
That's crazy.
No, I got cheated on because I dealt with the guys that were not right for me. That's why I got cheated on.
That's more like it.
I got cheated on.
Okay.
Right, but I always showed up going above and beyond in every relationship. Everybody here knows how much I go crazy for my niggas when I'm in love.
That are undeserving, clearly.
Who are undeserving. But for me, I need to hold somebody accountable as reinsurance. So in my workspace, when I don't, in my workspace, how I get people to do what I need them to do, I hold them accountable. So if I hold you accountable in my head by saying, hey, I need you to communicate, I'm going to give you chances. I need to get a text from you every once in a while. If you don't communicate, I'm going to give you that one shot, the second shot, third shot, you're not for me. That's just me holding myself accountable of not falling into the same traps over and over again.
It's sounding a little dictatorship. I don't know. Like, I'm cool with you knowing what you want in your relationship, but it's like, if you don't text me back, it's like, that's strike one.
A text isn't very important to me. That's what's important to me.
You like
and if you can't do what I need you to do, then you're not the person for me. I need a text in the morning.
So I ain't gonna hold you. You the type of nigga I would never date. Yeah, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like,
no, man, because I just watched the episode that just came out.
Yes.
Right, with
okay.
Mike the Poet.
Go ahead and try to.
And I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
I agree with you.
So here's the thing too. I'm not giving, like, to me, I know what I want. As soon as I'm not getting what I want, I'm fine to walk away from it. I think knowing you're dealing with men that ain't shit, and then allowing all these you know what I mean, these fuck ups.
Yeah.
Time after time after time.
Warnings and shit.
Then just to break up with them, to get with the same type of nigga, and then lean into your insecurities because you done been cheated on. That, like, to me, the accountability is lost here where you're not making any changes. You're literally dealing with the same people, giving them the same amount of chances to fuck up. Like, you're not changing anything about yourself. You're not healing through the insecurities of being cheated on. You're not showing up any differently. You're still giving everybody.
But how do you heal through those insecurities of being cheated on? Because I'm not going to trust anybody regardless now. Because
you need to be a nun.
What you mean?
Like, you might need, because I don't think it's fair, and I talked to Weezy about this, I don't think it's fair for anyone that you date in the future to be trauma dumped because of your insecurities. Yes. And you're like, you saying I'm gonna never trust anyone. the person you're with, it's not fair to them to deal with how you're going to show up now in the relationship because of your insecurities.
100%.
If I do have these insecurities and you're interested with me, you will have to kind of deal with those things I'm dealing with.
I just told Weezy this on a Patreon episode. I don't think it's fair for you to say a person just got to deal with my trauma.
You don't have to deal with it. But if you fuck with me,
you just said that.
If you fuck with me, you're gonna know that's what comes with
I don't think anyone should fuck with you, Billy.
No.
I don't think anyone should fuck with a person.
100% healed.
It's not about being 100% healed.
You're not even close. You're like
it's not about
2%, baby.
You said you just not trusting people.
Yeah.
That's about to spoil again.
So the thing is, you sharing your red flags, but you're the biggest red flag in this situation. Though.
I beg your pardon.
You're the biggest red flag. So it's like, what about them? You might not be good for them. You might be the problem, bro. Honestly,
I am not the problem.
Part of the problem.
Part of it.
I am part of the problem, but I know, and for my next relationship, how I want to come in, I do. I
feel sorry for that man.
Don't be sorry because he's gonna live a great life.
Sorry to that man.
How I'm gonna show up in my relationship, I am gonna stop lying about dumb stuff. Before I used to lie to people please. And it's because I wanted to make the person happy, and I was taking away from myself. So now, as I got older, I'm starting to learn who I am, and what I want. I need somebody ambitious. All the men I was dealing with were not ambitious. I need somebody supportive. Mm-hmm. My nigga said he didn't come to none of the live shows. So it's like, those are the things I need. How I'm changing is...
That's crazy.
Is it?
That's
and
really
I've done
crazy.
a lot for him and his mother. And, sorry, trauma.
Shots?
No, because, when they want to live a ghetto lifestyle for such a long time, I mean...
He gonna be listening to this?
Probably not. Probably so. People send him clips all the time. But
this the same nigga who broke your laptop?
Why are you bringing up my business?
I'm just saying,
crazy.
You should probably be cautious about this nigga. This nigga's crazy. I'm
not scared. God's on my side.
I know that's right.
Okay.
I say my prayer in Arabic all the time. That's how I know it's right.
Not everyone snapping at that. Okay.
But yeah, am I ready 100% for a new relationship? No, because there's some things I still need to work on for myself. However, there are some things that are non-negotiable that I need, like communication as far as, hey, if you're going out with your friends, just let me know that. Because I will make a delusional situation in my head.
Ooh.
If you are...
There's a better way to have said that.
If you...
No, he meant it.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what I'm saying.
You should have addressed it better.
Leaning into the insecure... this is the type... So this is why I think I'm leaning into a more non-traditional poly type of thing. And I'm letting it be known... I ain't clocking in to a relationship. I'm not asking permission to go somewhere. I don't need to know every whereabout of you in exchange from... No. And that's why I think me coming in as this allows me to, and I hate to say it, but maybe show up a little... I don't like that people, when they get into relationships, that person becomes their all, their everything, their property. The thing that makes them happy, the thing that makes them sad. I don't want to be in a relationship where a person has that much control over my whereabouts, my feelings, my emotions, how my day starts or ends.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. And you feel like, to me, how you're speaking, that's how you go into relationships. And to me, that's unhealthy out the gate.
Well, I did learn that it comes from my attachment style, which is the fear of abandonment. So,
I love that you just have all these clickbait words
to explain
your toxicity. It's from the fear of abandonment. It's my attachment style. You have every excuse as to why you are...
He's a podcast.
But that was
he's a podcast.
That's part of me finding myself, though, and trying to really understand it.
Nigga, stay on the yellow brick road. You still got some finding to do, nigga. You still got some finding to do. Get your ass into some therapy before you ruin another man.
I ain't ruined none of these niggas. They ruined me. They ruined me. Ruined me. Now we ruined each other. And you know what? I didn't ruin that nigga. I took on that nigga did not pay for not one trip, and I took him on multiple trips. I ain't ruined that nigga. The other nigga, he ruined himself.
Not you sitting here sounding like the rich niggas. I cheated, but I paid for everything, so I don't know why she mad I cheated. You can't lean into financially covering things to excuse any bad behavior.
But I never treated him bad. This man used to put his hands on me, right? And I still rewarded him for bad behavior. This man...
So here's the thing. You have no boundaries. You having a boundary of a nigga not texting you, but a nigga laying his hands on you isn't one is crazy.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We should go.
Oh shit.
That's crazy.
Wolf Taylor. So you said you like the dating contract idea.
I like the concept of it.
No, we can't.
Let's redirect this real quick. Emotional support. I'm here for you, Billy.
Outline.
I'm here for you, Billy.
Why do you like the idea?
I just like the concept of it in the sense of like we have a firm understanding, like this is what I want. And she kind of said the same thing, but in her mind she was like, fuck the paper, fuck the writing, let's talk though. Like, what is it that you expect from this situation so I have a clear understanding? The essence of that I can get with, whether it's on paper, whether it's people forget conversations all the time. Man.
I mean, but not only that, I don't think people out the gate know all of their boundaries, right? Like,
no.
So on this date, by the way, this was our third date that I just showed you pictures from. Like, we're talking about being out together, and we literally had to have the conversation. Like, so how will you introduce me to the people around?
Right.
But also, if we're in a room, even though I'm in addition to this relationship, he's letting me know how he don't like if he's out and a bitch is choosing on other niggas around him or changes their demeanor to get attention from men. And I let him know, I said, okay, well, if I know that that's not what you like and that would bother you, I'm going to let you know when I'm out with the two of you, I'm not going to be choosing on men or making you feel like you're a second option.
And this is the contract.
Like, and so, but we had to talk through that because he literally was like, even I asked, I said, how would you like me to show up then when I'm out with you? And he appreciated that being a conversation. On this document, that might not be something we even know to talk about until the conversation comes up. So I think it's very limited and surface for what really would be on that. And you don't know until you know type of thing.
Moral of the story though, like make sure you understand what y'all expect from each other though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
but that's for me, everything looked good on paper, so I would probably put in my contract that conflict resolution, right?
Some people need paper, bro.
Yeah, and I need you to know that we can't go to bed at the end of the day and you're not talking to me and I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, we gotta talk.
And then you need to watch how you speak to me, your tone, right?
Yeah.
So those are things. It sounds cringy.
No, I get it.
I need you to see this is the package that's coming.
I had a girl that every time she wanted to have a serious conversation with me, she would type it all first.
I'm not mad at that. You know I mean, I go a little off. I could take things a little below the belt. So my friends have already, like, when I have to go and speak to somebody, I bullet point my points.
You see what I'm saying?
I have to go into certain conversations with bullet points, which is why
it's the outline for relationships.
No, literally. But even like what you said, I think that if I'm upset in the moment, you're not gonna force me to have a conversation with you. I might have to sleep on it. So that's the thing. Like those type of things, again, you're putting boundaries on me based on what you want. You can't do that. I may actually need time to sit with it. Or I may be so angry in the moment, I don't want to have this conversation because I don't want it to come off wrong. Especially because also tonality is an issue with you. So nigga, if I'm upset and you don't want my tone to be a certain way, you can't also put a timeline as to when I have to have this conversation with you. Like you have to allow people to work through their styles of communication to make it effective.
That's my problem. I'd be like, let's talk now.
Let's talk now.
Let's talk now.
She was just saying, that's me and you. So me and her, we worked together and we also became really good friends. But when she's mad, she's like, I don't want to talk right now. Bitch, I want to talk because we need to talk about this right now.
No, fuck out of here.
Yeah, I get it. I get it both ways though. But I want to talk.
I also develop in the workspace. I do it with everybody but her. You threw a pen at me.
That's crazy.
Shut up, Bree and Gabby. They watching in now.
But I did in the workspace. I do learn to give somebody a 24-hour cooling period, right?
Even that.
Mandii, 24 hours.
That's not enough time.
That's enough time.
24 hours.
How long?
She said, "Hey, nigga, I'll talk when I'm ready."
No, I ain't gonna hold you. Like even in my last relationship, if conversations weren't like, I'm a one where, and once I say what I have to say, like. And and my ex used to do this. This ain't a podcast. We would be literally, because I'd be like, next topic. I'm done talking. Next topic. You talk about outline. I'd be like, to me, depending on what a person even wants to hear, if I've said all I want to say and it ain't what you want to hear and you want to keep going, we don't need to keep this conversation going. What are we still talking about? I've clearly said what I have to say. You said what you have to say. There's no agreeing to disagree wherever we're at right now. So we got to table it. And that's another thing. I don't like when people say like, nah, we got to figure this out right now.
Well, man, the 24 hours is enough.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, you don't know my life.
Yeah.
I might have other things going on.
True.
So you could go more than 48 hours, perhaps?
It depends the dynamic of, it depends what the conversation is, like what's bothering, how big I think the issue is, how quickly it needs to be resolved.
It's nuanced.
Like, there's layers to it.
Clap your hands if you think 24 hours is good enough time.
I do, but it really does depend on the situation, like she said.
Nika, you could do more?
It depends. Like, what if
I could do more.
It depends what it is.
I could do more.
I could do more.
You go more than 24 hours, I got enough time to put another dick in my mouth. That's how I look at it.
And you
know
see,
what?
here we are.
Here we are.
So good. We were doing good.
Well, so that's the thing too. I don't believe in the silent treatment or ghosting someone and just leaving someone unheard of. But depending on what the conversation is about, like we may not need to have this right now.
Yeah.
Like if I'm getting you like. Even we talked about, figuring out the schedule for this. You have a whole live show going on that you're about to start prepping for. Is that where I want to sit here and delve heavily into this relationship issue at the moment when I have a lot of stuff going on with work? Or maybe I'm traveling. Bro, I'm about to leave. I'm about to be out of town. Let's table this till I get back.
Okay.
Like there's certain times and I think that there's a time and place for everything.
And
I'm sorry. Ain't nobody dictating when the fuck I have to talk about something.
Yeah, you can't dictate it.
Like, no, and that's why you be in a dictatorship.
Yeah. Like, also, the lifestyle that you live, that makes a lot more sense for you. Like, you and Weezy live an insane hour schedule, 24-hour things. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what? I got to be rich and fly around the world for a minute. We can come back when I can be regular Mandii again.
Yeah,
you know?
And not only that, like, there's certain, like, again, when you're in those relationships that build up heavy emotions, bro, you're not about to ruin my trip.
Yeah.
So if I'm about to go on a trip and now you want to get me all upset, like, and that used to upset him too, like my ex, like, because I felt like it was intentional sometimes. Like, you're not coming on this trip, you're not, you know something major is coming. I mean, he was a narcissist. So certain big moments would come up and he would want to literally ruin those moments for me. Yeah. And so it got to a point where...
Can't do that.
Oh, you want to argue right now? All right. We going to deal with this later.
Fucking up the money now.
Yeah.
And you not finna do that to me.
Yeah. I know you don't want the stars and moons and shit, but what's his sign?
Bro, come on,
We're not doing that.
Come on,
not doing that.
Come on,
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I was going to ask.
I'm a Libra.
Yeah, I know you're a Libra. What is he?
Oh, he was an Aquarius.
Oh,
but which is crazy because with your little bullshit charts, that's who the fuck is supposed to like. He's supposed to be compatible with me.
Taurus is compatible with me, and look what he did to me.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Cap, it's all bullshit. and I think again, like he's literally a narcissist. I can't diagnose it, but he has narcissistic traits and behaviors.
When this nigga lied about having cancer, he's more than that.
Bro, he lied about having cancer and literally too, like stuff like it was made about him. Yeah. Like, and everyone even, I know we just had a conversation on our, on Whoreible Decisions around the ring. Like what type of ring you want. So that was the thing for me. I was like, my birthday came up. I literally said, I just want to do the spa. I want to relax. I don't want to be around a lot of people. It was during like while I was touring. Oh, yeah. I was just stressed. I said, I want a party. I didn't want a birthday dinner. I said, do you know this nigga threw me a surprise party? And then got mad that I wasn't happy that he threw me a surprise party because it was the first time he ever threw a bitch a surprise party.
That's some real man shit.
He made that shit about him, and I was like,
yeah, that's some
my
real
nigga,
man
you got
shit.
me the one thing I didn't fucking want.
That I deliberately told you.
I literally deliberately told you what I didn't want,
fault that.
And you went out your way to do it.
It sounded like to me like he didn't spend enough time to prepare for what you actually would like. So he was like, let me just throw something together last minute. Like that just sounds like a man.
I mean, but here's the thing too, right? When you have a woman communicating exactly what they want, I mean, it reminds me of even recently, Swiss Beats gifted Alicia Keys like some some limited Bugatti truck. With,
and
he went on Breakfast Club and was like, yeah, she ain't even drive it. And it's like, nigga, because she ain't want it. You probably got that shit because you wanted it. And now you mad she don't like. That's the thing. For me, women, I know women can be a lot, but when women communicate exactly what they want, it don't take shit to listen. Yeah. They're giving you the exact blueprint on how you could show up and make them happy. And niggas just want to, fucking.
They don't all do that.
Yeah.
Can I ask this? Do you think women forget about men's happiness too?
All the time.
I mean, I think so that's the thing. I hate to genderize this shit,
Right,
even if that's a fucking word.
You gotta put the some in front of it.
I hate it because to me, we're people. I think people lack comprehension skills. People lack empathy. People lack the ability to know what a healthy relationship looks like, especially because so many of us did not grow up seeing healthy relationships or two-parent households. So we're all just kind of fucking throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks.
Yeah,
that's true.
And then coming into new relationships with baggage and trauma and hoping niggas just put up with the bullshit.
Call me TSA. I got baggage.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a people thing, not a gender thing.
Well, I'll enjoy that conversation. You probably changed my mind a little bit about
I didn't. You still gonna show up with some
Yeah, no, I'm still documenting niggas. But I'm not getting a contract. But I'm documenting niggas. Because this one, my man,
I'm not.
he's so fine. Oh, my gosh. He young, but fine. All right. But we're going to go to our sex segment, which is extracurricular activities. And it's how to take a jaw-dropping dick pic. Wolf, do you often send out dick pics?
Those days are behind me, man. I'm not doing that
You
anymore.
have to send them out. You're out in the streets. You're single again, out on the prowl.
If we already at that point where that's a part of the situation, just come see me.
Yep.
Just come see me.
That's. I don't.
That's
I don't
a
need
red
a. I don't need a
flag.
dick pic. I don't.
How?
What?
If you
nigga's
ask,
crazy.
if you ask a woman, if a woman asks you for if a person asks for a dick pic and you taking too long to send that dick pic, what's the problem?
It's a time limit, nigga.
See, this is crazy.
Because
On
it's
a dick
no,
pic?
hold on now, hear me out.
Just come
Picture
see me.
it. I asked for a dick pic.
No,
why you
he's-
too scared to send a dick
I'm not
pic?
scared to send it. He's like, yo, come see it
Just
in
come
person.
see me.
That's me. I don't need to do the nude exchanges. You either gonna book a flight or come see me, or I'm gonna see you. Like, you clearly want the coochie. Come get it then. Like, I don't feel like I need to be, and I ain't gonna hold you. I done got, with all the OnlyFans girls, they be having the lighting, my shit don't look like that. My
can't compete with that shit.
By the time I take my shit, it still look like it's coming off a
Not you.
BlackBerry. I don't have the tripod set up to take the sexy news. And then men, they'll be like, yo, send me a pussy picture. Next thing you know, they want the titties. Then they want the booty hole. Now it's a whole motherfucking production.
OnlyFans. It's a free OnlyFans.
And
now.
I'm like, no, nigga, I'm busy. I'm where I'm at with my friends, or I'm getting ready. I don't have time to take a picture for you right now.
Rennie, as a youngin in the studio, do you send out dick pics now?
I have not done that recently.
Recently.
He said he
Well,
hasn't
here's
done
some
that
tips.
recently.
I've done it before, like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
That makes sense for his age.
How old were you 2
though.
years ago?
19.
You sending dick pics at 19?
That makes
Yes.
sense for his
Yeah.
age, though.
Bro,
that makes
they
sense.
had-
I mean, I was sending dick pics at 16.
He's had a cell phone since he came out the womb.
Yeah, that's...
Damn.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
I was, you know what? Because they had this
For real.
website called Black Gay Chat, right? And I was
Okay.
on there at 16 years old, twerking for the old men.
Well, I was gonna say you may be requiring, and this might be because you're gay, but even on Grindr and things like that, literally it'll just be a dick pic or a pic of a torso or a butt pic. Like men openly show more of their bodies on even the gay dating apps.
Right.
But yeah, I was young and I didn't realize I was doing something wrong. I would be in my grandmother's bathroom.
Okay,
And the guy
where
would
are
be
we going
like,
with
turn
this?
around. And I used to be like, uh-oh.
On
So
your
yeah,
grandmother's bathroom.
in my grandmother's bathroom.
You know what?
All right, so here's some tips, guys. Number one, first of all, make sure you have consent before you start sending dick pics.
Please, that's the number one. Because don't nobody want an
big for the
unsolicited dick pic.
That's big for the guys.
Yes.
Pause.
Don't nobody be wanting that.
Yeah. Paul. Heavy
I be fucking at brunch eating my shrimp and grits and got a
Out
look.
of nowhere, just
And now I'm looking at a dick. Or like I done been on the airplane and got a little, and I'm like, whoa, niggas, people is by me right now.
No,
Whoa.
but I be on the train now, and they airdropping dicks on the train.
That's
Nah, that's
And that's my
ridiculous.
favorite game now, because I'm like, who sent
you be
this?
accepting them?
That is
You have to
sexual
accept it.
harassment.
No, you do not.
That
That
is
is
sexual
sexual
harassment.
harassment.
What are you talking about?
And you don't know who it's coming
That
from.
is
It's a,
violating as fuck.
it's a train with
But
50
you're not
people.
interested? Like,
No.
When I see airdrop, I'm like, oh, here we go.
You really?
And I'm
Oh,
like,
I don't accept any airdrops anymore.
No,
No?
hell
No.
no.
It be disrespectful memes and
If I don't know the
shit.
Oh, yeah.
person, then no.
It really be
they-
disrespectful
with Gabby,
memes.
sorry to put your business out there. Somebody sent her airdrop saying they about to blow up this train, right?
Oh my
See,
God.
yeah, no, I don't accept the airdrops on the train.
Never. Why
Yep.
would I do that?
That is sexual harassment, and the
It
fact
is.
that you're making it seem like you enjoy it.
It is not okay.
We do not.
okay.
Don't do it.
The next one is do some manscaping. You don't have to be completely shaved, but at least make sure you trim your pubic hairs. Make sure your fingernails are neat and you are holding your dick with your hand. Yes, I do not want to see black fingernails while you're holding your dick, okay?
Yeah, I agree.
Also,
But I also don't want to see a full set either.
Yeah.
I'm sick of these niggas painting their nails.
Me either.
I won't. I'm not. I'll stop talking to you if you paint your nails. I think we've had this conversation on the pod.
That's why I call this man nail tech. He's not a nail tech, but he had a little bit of green on his nails, and I was like, nigga, you so fine, but don't ever put that shit on your hands again.
You're like a confusing homo.
That's what I mean about him not being flamboyant in a sense,
okay,
though.
yeah, but straight men are now doing
true.
full
But
set.
as a gay man, he doesn't have an appreciation for painting nails on men.
I'm a homophobe.
It's interesting.
Gay man.
Clearly.
I love my LGBT. Next one, make sure your background is clean. We don't want to see any piles of clothes, any old pizza boxes. It's distracting. Take a few minutes to clean your bedroom. We also advise that you don't snap photos in the bathroom. Those are when the lights are dim.
No, I mean you could do it in the bathroom, but that's my other problem. Like niggas be doing it in the mirror with a dirty ass sink.
Mirror be dirty as hell.
Or the mirror be dirty, but also like I don't want to see a toilet roll, Listerine, your lotion, like your shavers, your clippers, like.
No.
Clean off the goddamn sink if you gonna take it in the mirror.
The worst part is you didn't even think about that. You just let the picture fly, and it's like all this shit here,
all this shit in the background.
I mean, you can't see it.
And the last one is they always say no face, no case. I need a face. I'm gonna tell you why in a second.
Your
There's always possibility that the person's pics will get leaked, and to avoid embarrassment, keep your face out of it.
That's why I'm on Snapchat.
If you are sending me a cum shot, one, I need you to be verbal, and I need to see your face in it. Because I need to, when I have my AirPods in, I need to hear you, and I need to see you biting your lip.
But that's a dick video. That's not a dick pic.
Oh, yeah. When you send the nudes, when you send a dick video, I need your face in it. But also, I have to be careful, too, because one day, sometimes you spin the block, and I was, friendly spin the block with your exes, and he was showing me...
Like the slight manipulation.
Yes.
Friendly spin the block.
Slightly
what are these?
Spin the block. He was showing me like he be on FaceTime with guys and they're jerking off and showing their assholes, but he's screen recording their FaceTime. So I've learned that I would never, ever FaceTime a nigga. Like, even if I trust you.
What type of niggas?
No, you already said you'll never trust anyone. So you're not gonna trust them. You're not gonna trust them. That's why I'm uninterested in doing any of that exchange now. I mean, I have like 2 guys that I'll exchange and like let them record me, but they lit, so if that shit get out, I ain't even mad. Like they'll be more mad than I am. Like but I'm not sending those, or if I do it on Snapchat. Yep. Like where you could see if they screenshot it and all of that. But other than that, I'm not taking them. I'm not sending them. Nope. I'm not requesting them. I don't like.
Yeah.
Send me the itinerary. Here's my date of birth, full name. Yeah. Let me know when my flight is taking off. Yeah. Or when you landing.
Wolf, give the men a dick sending tip advice.
He not doing it.
You don't have none?
No.
He not doing it.
Pull up.
Pull up.
Guys, make sure you stop sending ashy dick pics, please. They be ashy as fuck. And
I'm not gonna hold you. Your life, I'm just sorry at this point. You get ashy dicks.
No,
you're living with trauma.
I've gotten
the nigga cheating on you. I was gonna pray for you, and I don't even pray. But at this point, I'm gonna pray for you.
Clap your hands if you got an ashy dick pic before. No. I'm the only one.
Silence.
They don't like me.
Silence. There's 3 women behind the scenes.
In my life,
yes. In your life. I'm not saying.
In my life, yes.
Yeah, when you were like a
recently,
teenager,
no.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like.
Not they women, these women in the room, like, nah.
Thank you. We not young, my nigga.
And also, me and Wolf was talking about this too. Don't send me a recycled nude pic or video. It cannot be. It has to be fresh.
See what I mean? Yeah.
Too many rules. It has to. Clap your hands if the video has to be fresh.
Nigga, I done sent shit from 3 years ago. Here you go.
Thank you. Fresh. It has to be fresh.
Give me the fresh shit.
Yeah, because in my mind.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? Since y'all think y'all slick, I'm just gonna screenshot an old one so that it have the recent date on that shit. And y'all gonna think it's recent. No, you know what be fucking me up too? My fucking nails.
That's master level shit.
Oh yeah, no.
That's master level shit.
It's a slight manipulation.
I'm a screenshot it. You gonna think
it's slight manipulation for sure.
Oh, you want it fresh? Screenshot.
Because if it's an old
gonna
picture,
have today's date.
it won't be recent. It won't be like, where the picture I just saved that? It's 3 months away,
how
nigga.
How many people you sent that picture to?
Everybody. Nigga, you're not the only nigga.
One of my best.
That's the other thing. And just even if I send it to you, do you not think it ain't going, whether it's fresh or not, it's going to whoever wants to pick right now.
It can be reused for that nigga. It just need to be fresh for me.
It gotta be fresh for me.
Facts.
You will never know that.
Cause you screenshot.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's the buddy system.
And this is especially if you're not the only nigga I'm talking to. If a nigga actually gets me in the mood to send anything, everybody getting it at the same time.
Oh shit!
Cause now everybody getting it at the same time. I'm gonna just say, hey, I got something, and everybody getting it same time. Here we go, cause now I'm in the mood. God damn it! Everybody, this is the only time y'all gonna get some shit.
Bro, you gotta take what you can get sometimes. Man.
And do.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
All right, and before we get out of here, I would need to be studied. I definitely want to talk to you about this. I would need to be studied is the podcasting.
Okay.
And again, you are my biggest inspiration in this industry.
Thank you.
Like, I really have so much love for you, and I appreciate you. And because you taught me so much, I have to ask you some things. And I'm pretty sure we'll have some podcasting questions for you.
All right, ask away.
How do you come up with fresh content ideas for each episode?
Oh, easy. I think, what is my screen time this week? Like 8 hours a day or something. Like, I'm constantly on the internet. I'm constantly seeing what's happening in the world. So between politics, relationships, and everybody live their whole goddamn life online now. So I'm just constantly consuming content.
Yes.
And because I'm not a herded sheep like the rest of y'all, I form my own opinions. And so I like to just constantly, let me bring this conversation to the podcast.
Yeah.
And so I drop it in my notes, and when I make the outline, I have a ton of things that I can bring up as conversation. I also include a lot of my personal life. So I'm constantly doing something, constantly out. So I think my lived experience becomes also content.
Okay. See, I use my friends' experiences too. As they telling me their personal story, crying their heart out, I'd be like, okay, hold on.
The ring topic on my conversation, the ring topic conversation on one of our most recent episodes was one that I had with my homegirl, who is, she feels like the conversation is coming up, like he might pop the question. So we were talking about the type of ring she wants and how if it ain't a certain color, she gonna say no. Like, she's let it be known the type of ring she wants. Again, back to, man, you gotta listen. I don't want to be with a nigga locked down who don't know how to listen to my wants and needs. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, life experiences.
Life experiences.
Do you ask for permission from your friends before you share their business? Okay.
Because if they going through it, someone else is going through it. So I won't say. You
won't say their name?
Yeah. I'll add a little switch to it.
Okay.
I got in trouble many times before.
Okay.
But
and you still don't ask for permission?
No, I just said I'm a podcaster. This is entertainment. This is why I do.
You just gotta, if you want to keep your secret safe, just don't tell them shit.
Just don't talk to Billy.
Just don't tell him.
Many years ago,
you can't trust him. He'll never trust you. There we go.
Clearly, that's what we figured out this episode.
It was one time you was on live. This is even before I came on Whoreible. And you was giving out podcasting tips, and I was thinking about the money, and you said, Billy, don't worry about the money. It's gonna come to you. And I was like, oh, okay.
No. It don't always come. Calm down. Hold on. It don't always come. But I mean, if you get into podcasting to make money, then it's not the place to be. Like, you have to come in here and have something to say, like the creative aspect of it, enjoy all of the things about it, because if you're doing it just to make money, you're just not going to enjoy it, and you probably won't be here for long. Like, it's because it's going to take a long time before money is seen.
Yeah, and that's when I changed my mindset. That's why I went through many co-hosts. That's why I said, I'm going to start my own new show and do what I got to do, and did. And now, like, I don't think you realize that you and Weezy really set the blueprint. And I'm going to be real. I try to follow the blueprint of collabing with people. And my question to you is, how did you build your audience?
I mean, it's funny that you say we're the blueprint. I remember, like, even us having live shows. We felt like, okay, like, so we started our podcast in April of 2017. By December 2017, we had our first live show. And we felt like that was what you had to do, because Brilliant Idiots and The Read and Bodega Boys, they were big podcasts at the time doing live shows. So we weren't even making any money, but we're like, okay, well, all the biggest pods in New York are doing live shows. Let's do a live show. We broke even, didn't make any money, but that was also the same month we started our Patreon. And we started our Patreon because there was, something in dragons, or there was just, and I think even Andrew had gotten on Patreon. And so we knew, okay, bonus content, let's give them that. And if our fans want to hear more, this is what can help us pay for the show. Because at the time, you know, we're paying for studio time. We weren't getting ads, not from a network. I remember us doing sales like, hey, $50 ads. Niggas would send us songs to play at the end. Like local businesses were just paying us $50. And $50 at the time covered, because we only did audio only, even when we started. The first year and a half of our pod was audio only, which is where most of our you know, audience lives. Like, blessed be to all the new podcasters that need clips and video and all the things, because it's a lot more expensive, and so it's a bigger investment now to start a podcast than when we started it. And then of course we started making the money. It eventually started coming, but we grew the audience. I'll be honest, I think people saw themselves in us. So when people come on and just want to start talking current events, why the fuck I want to hear your opinion on anything? I don't know you. So I think for us, our audience grew with us and learned us. They learned where we were from. We brought our moms on the show, our friends on the show, and we really opened up about our personal lives. So to me, if you're gonna be a niche show where it involves sex, dating, relationships, or things like that, even current events, I think your audience has to know you. Now, if you want to get into scripted or true crime and stuff like that, maybe they don't need to know you. But if you think people are going to want to listen to your opinion, I think they have to know you as a person to even give a fuck about your opinion.
Yeah. I think that was very well said.
That
and
was great.
Honestly, how I came across Whoreible was I was recording at WTF, and then I was trying
you got onto us late then.
I did catch on to y'all late because I didn't know what podcasting was. I had episodes out, but I just thought I was going to sit down and talk to my friends like a lot of these white peoples do. Yomi was like, you need to watch Whoreible Decisions and watch how they do it.
Shout out to Yomi.
And I was like, all right. So I watched it, and I was like, all right, because my attention span is short.
Right.
And it was one day I took a full day and I was just watching it, and I was so invested in y'all lives. And I saw me, because I got the emo part from Weezy, but then used to saying what you want to say and do what you want to do. I fell in love with that. And it was just like, oh yeah. Like to this day, I do not go to sleep on Sundays because I have to watch the episode at 12 o'clock.
Oh my God. Now you catching us at the midnight drop.
The
midnight drop. Wolf. Hold on. We don't be dropping late. Calm down.
No, there was a time when you drop late, I have to text it.
Maybe. But not no more. Not no more. We got a whole little system.
I would not, and I'd be like, I gotta go to bed early because I gotta work, but I'm gonna watch a whole. Last week I was mad. It was an hour and a half. I was like, damn, I gotta be up.
Yeah, it was a long episode last week.
But I appreciate that from you.
Thank you.
And for us future podcasters coming up, how do you see the future of podcasting evolving, and where should new podcasters focus their efforts?
It's so tough right now. The industry right now, I don't know where the fuck it's at. I think the money has changed. I think that there was a lot of big dollars given to podcasters at one point from the advertisers. I think that's the thing too, right? I think being signed to a network was what everyone wanted. And like to me now, the direction I see changing is literally leaning into the audience. So it's going to be the live shows, it's going to be the Patreon, it's going to be reaching out to your audience and hoping that they pay. And that's the thing right now too. We're all used to subscriptions now. Everything is a subscription. So if you can get your audience to support you either with a subscription or a live show or even merch, I think that's where anyone wanting to monetize is going to have to lean heavily into, because the advertisement, the CPM, all of that's dropping. It's harder to get now. And I think advertisers and networks spend a lot of money not knowing what ROI looked like, and I think they lost a lot of money, which is why we saw a lot of networks shut down.
And I think something I agree with you is we don't want to see all these celebrities podcasts. Tamar Braxton had it. Love her. No one watched the podcast. Carisha, I don't even watch it. I watch the clips. That's how I get through it.
So many people, bro.
But those, they're not relatable.
But it's so funny what you said too. This is probably hurting podcasters as well, in you bringing up clips. There's people that will go viral on their clips and think they have a successful podcast, but those clips don't translate to people going to even see the full episode, because the attention span of, like, I see people in there, like, this is and I'm going to sound like I'm being a bitch right now, but I don't care.
Talk your shit.
When I'm out, I have people, like, I know the people who listen to the show. They'll come and be like, Mandii or Whoreible Decisions, I've recently been going out, and maybe because our clips are becoming more viral on Instagram, not really TikTok, or maybe they're being pulled, I don't know. And they'll be like, what's your name? I seen you around, and it's just like, but I know it's like, oh, I saw your clips.
Yeah, I saw the clip.
You're on the internet. Like, and when people come up to me like that, what's a podcast? Oh, I ain't even gonna hold you. I asked you, what's a podcast?
What's a podcast?
We're not even gonna sit here and have this conversation right now. Like, you're not a fan or a supporter. You see me on the internet, you probably agree or disagree with my takes, but that's the attention span.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, podcasters are now seeing their clips go a bit viral and thinking they have a successful show, but it's not at all translating
It doesn't
to
translate.
YouTube or audio.
It's very tough.
It's very tough to bring an audience over from a clip and you know what I mean?
For sure. And I think we have that conversation where everybody like, oh, look at the numbers going viral. I'm like, yeah, but I can't listen to your show. It does not have any substance. Does not make me want to listen to it. Y'all boring personality.
Well, also, someone might want to listen to you in a 60-second chopped up clip, but do they want to hear you for an hour plus?
For an hour long,
And
which is the real bread and butter.
That's where you're gonna get a network deal if those numbers go up. That's where you can monetize YouTube. And that's another thing. It takes so much now to monetize Instagram, TikTok even. And TikTok, they want you to make the video in their thing. So our edited clips don't perform as well on TikTok because they want you to upload with their sounds, with their transitions. It's tough.
And then what you also told me that audio numbers are the important. So before
Audio
I used to focus
numbers,
on YouTube, like you
I mean,
really-
unless you could do like a Shits and Gigs on YouTube or Joe numbers, like if you can get even a couple tens of thousands of views a week, you can monetize and get a couple thousand a month on YouTube. But yeah.
You have any questions, Boss Man? Mr. Halfway Up?
Man,
You brought my shirt?
I didn't bring it.
Damn.
I got you.
God damn.
Damn, I gave you the size and everything.
I got you though. It's coming. It's coming.
I'll see you on Wednesday.
What's your favorite part of your life that podcasting has provided for you?
I get to make money for being myself. I think when I worked in corporate America, like I've cried because I'm like, I'm going to Jamaica and I want braids, but I don't know if I can wear braids because I'm the only black person on my team. And like I was in finance and accounting. So like having to go in and literally do the code switch or work with these people that I didn't want to, the clock in, the clock out, giving a company 70 hours a week, like during busy season, like, and not seeing an extra dime for it. Like, I love that I get to put all the time into me. Like, what I want to do, I could put as many hours or as little hours into what I'm doing now, and I have that luxury. But I literally, every week, I make money for my opinion and being myself, and
that's it.
Take it or leave it. Like, I don't think a lot of people get to live in their truth. Like, I'm sharing my sexual journeys, my traumas, my mistakes.
Right.
Like, I'm not going back 6 years listening to the bullshit ass hoe I was. But it's out there, and wow, yay me. I don't think a lot of people get to live in their truth with the lives that they have. And I'm now making a living by doing so.
Yeah, let alone monetize it for sure.
And, monetize. Like, I'm making a whole living by just being myself. So
and employing people, literally. I mean, we're
and
in your
employing
studio
people,
right now.
I think that's been the amazing part too. Like growing with my teams. Shout out to May, someone who's worked with me on both Period Sis and See the Thing Is. Like when I first started, even that, she's like, bro, you were paying me like $30 an episode at one time to edit, and that went up to like $350 like. So even just as I've grown, I've been able to grow with my team and give them more money, and they've been able to leave jobs that they didn't like and do this full time. So that's been great. That's been great.
Well, this has been a great episode. Like,
yeah, you have a lot of things to go work on.
And if you ever have time, which I know you don't, if you come mentor me one day.
Hey.
But I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And
this was fun.
I know where I can find you, but where can the people find you?
You guys can listen to me every Monday. Whoreible Decisions, type in horror, we pop up. And then by the time this comes out, go ahead and subscribe to Mandii B TV on YouTube. It's going to be Period Sisters on there, and then a whole lot of vlogs and me talking about the hypocrisies of the world.
That's
Talking
dope.
shit.
Yeah, talking shit.
That's hard.
Leaning into my villain bag
Yeah.
that, I'm going to, apparently can't get out of.
Like,
So,
you're the bad guy anyway. Might as well monetize off of it.
And will.
And Wolf, where can they find you?
You can find me at the Halfway Up Podcast on all platforms, Apple, Spotify, _Wolf Taylor. Having self-development conversations and pissing people off and hopefully making some people happy.
I know that's right.
And this is going to come out after, but hopefully you see him at the live show. But on this note,
It's not gonna happen.
I'm still convincing him. We got 13 days to convince him.
Honestly,
Make
though,
sure you like,
probably
comment,
not
subscribe, and tell a friend. Later, y'all.
Because it needs to be studied.
Yes.